I think the biggest lie that we have been told, or we know, that people with incredible focus, with great focus, have strong willpower. And I don't think that's true. I think that they are the people who break their focus less often. Can I tell you something that I have been feeling lately? That I don't think people have become less disciplined. I think we are all have forgotten what focus actually feels like. I'm a doctor, and every single day I meet people who are constantly, including myself, are just juggling between a lot of things altogether. Sometimes it's work, it's hospital, it's patient, it's studies, it's life, your hobby, something that I'm doing right now. I want you to imagine pushing a heavy swing. The first one takes the maximum effort, isn't it? The second one is easier. The third, even more easier. And eventually, the swing keeps moving on its own. I think focus works exactly like that. The hardest part isn't working, acting, or constantly struggling with it. The hardest part is protecting the momentum once we have created it. So for this, I have created 4 rules for myself that help me easily finish any task that I wish to do. It can be studying, it can be working, it can be finishing a project. So rule number 1, never restart twice. What I mean to say is, अगर मैंने सोचा है कि मैं 8 बजे से पढ़ने बैठ रही हूँ और it's 8:30 था
एंड 8:30 हो गया है तो अब शायद आई स्टडी फ्रॉम 9.
Okay, maybe I'll just study from 9:15. Okay, 9:50. ठीक है, 9:20 is the final time. Why are we doing this? Why are we procrastinating? Why are we not taking that one single step that we should do? I don't want any of us to do, not me, not you, anybody, that we are just pushing that particular time just because we missed. You don't have to restart your day, restart your minute. The thing is, I've changed. I think it's all about becoming the best version of ourselves. And if I go back to that, I know I'm not gonna become the best version of myself. You're on your desk, you have your laptop in front of you, you have your iPad, you have your book, and you are starting. You are starting to study. You're starting to work. Whatever you're doing, turn off your phone, put it on silent. You don't have to do anything. Just begin. You know that you're ready, and in your mind you're like, yes, now I'm finally gonna start, and I'll only get up when I'm done with it. Don't even have to think about, okay, I'll just finish it and get up, but still, you just have to start. Sit down calmly, quietly, and start. You have to protect the first 5 minutes of whatever that you're doing to build that momentum, to get into that continue. Don't check your phone. Don't do anything. Just protect the first 5 minutes till your brain settles in. That's it. Next rule, pause. Don't quit. When I talk about this, you want to take a break, right? You've done your work for 1 hour. Just get up, घर में walk कर लो, fridge तक जाओ, पानी पी लो. That's it. Look outside the window and everything. Come back and start. Again, you're allowed to take that pause. What I mean to say is, if you do this instead of actually checking your phone, you lose that little focus that you have already created for yourself. With that visual information that you're taking. Of course, reels ही देख रहे होंगे, क्या ही देख रहे होंगे, reels होगा, YouTube shorts होगा. If it's education, then of course. But if it's memes or anything like that, you're like, चलो break ले लेते हैं, 5 minutes scroll कर. You don't have to. You're on the journey of becoming the best version of yourself. I'm pretty sure that you don't care. You don't have to care what's happening. Whatever. You don't care about memes. सोने से पहले 5 मिनट पहले जितना doom scroll करना है कर लेना. बस 5 मिनट सोने से पहले. I think we all can do that. Not in between your job, not in between your work, not in between the project, which is very important. Let's just replace such minute habits, of checking our phone, scrolling through reels, calling it a break. Replace that with actually taking a walk in your home. It will never break your momentum, break your continuity, and your brain is not taking any stupid unnecessary information that you don't require at that particular moment at all. What I mean to say by this is कि हमेशा, the next chapter, the next work. Every time you finish that one particular work that you aimed for, and once it's done, once it's over, always just know what you're going to start with next. तो मैं हमेशा पता होना चाहिए कि मैं next ये करने वाली हूँ. Which always creates a curiosity in your brain कि यार of learning कि यार कुछ नया सीखने को मिलेगा. Next thing is, yes, I don't know that thing. I will get to learn that. I will study that. Don't shut the door completely कि बुक ही बंद कर दी, कि बस हो गया कि मुझे पता ही नहीं अब नेक्स्ट क्या करना है. You feel directionless. क्योंकि अगर तुम कुछ ना कुछ अगले दिन के लिए रख रहे हो ना, you're not starting from zero. You're just continuing. You don't have to be like कि fresh zero, like I have to like completely दिमाग लगाना पड़ेगा, wasting your time. This is the time that we take our life extremely seriously, our dreams really seriously, and focus on becoming so much better. So I think तुम्हारे पुराने वर्जन के साथ ये सब चीजें चली जाएंगी, ठीक है? This is a new version that you are creating and this is the journey of your new version, right? जहाँ पे ये सब चीजें मैटर नहीं करें. Always have something next which is already ready for us to again go back to the protecting those first 5 minutes. And the focus is not something that you actually find. Focus is something that you actually protect. Every time you choose to come back to something instead of starting over, you are becoming someone who can focus. And I think that's the most important skill that's worth building. And before you close this video, I want you to write down a few things. What breaks your continuity? मुझे वो जान. I think we all should go ahead and go completely, in our zone of whatever we are working in those 5 minutes. अगर वो 5 मिनट प्रोटेक्ट नहीं कर पा रहे ना, we need to know what is something that breaks my continuity. Is it your phone? Is it your thoughts? Is it notification somewhere? Is it perfectionism? I think we all need to tackle all these things. I think we all should start there after knowing, because you can't protect what you have not identified, so that we can work on each of those things easily. Everything can be worked out. I think we should always be that radically optimistic. ये सब कुछ हो जाता है, ठीक. Protect continuity over intensity. We don't have to have perfect days. We need to have uninterrupted ones. Protect your momentum more than your motivation. Most important rule of all is just one. What is the exact intention behind doing that work? Always keep a higher value of that particular work in your mind. तुमने अगर पढ़ना शुरू किया है, what is the value behind that? Like, why are you doing it? What is the purpose behind it? Why are we doing all these things? To chase excellence, right? And why not? We are here to become the best version of ourselves. We got to choose excellence over anything. You are studying to become so much better than who were yesterday, to become better engineer, better doctor, all the profession out there. To become so much better, to become the best in fact. अगर हम उस mindset से पढ़ेंगे ना, या तो उस mindset से अगर हम हमारा काम करेंगे, that yes, I want to be knowledgeable, I want to be somebody like that, I want to increase my value. That is something that will always protect your continuity. तुम्हें पता है तुम्हारा वो टास्क है, ठीक है, तुमने 5 मिनट में शुरू तो कर दिया, तुम अगर उस चीज को लेकर उतने सीरियस ही नहीं हो तो तुम कभी कर ही नहीं पाओगे. When I'm talking about building that focus or something, तुम फोकस तभी बिल्ड करना चाहोगे जब उस चीज को लेकर तुम सीरियस हो. ऑलवेज होल्ड द हायर पर्पस ऑफ वट एवर दैट यू आर डूइंग. नेवर थिंक इन द मोस्ट बेसिक टर्म इन द बिगिनिंग, एंड यू आर समबडी हु विल नॉट वांट टू ब्रेक दैट फोकस. अगर मैं कुछ पढ़ रही हूँ, मेरे दिमाग में ऐसा कुछ आता है, यार हाँ इस पेशेंट के साथ ये हुआ था, फिर क्या हुआ था, फिर क्या किया था मैंने इसका, नो आई डोंट नो, ठीक है जो भी हुआ था आई विल से बाद में, बिकॉज एट दैट पर्टिकुलर मोमेंट इज नॉट एन इमरजेंसी, बट आई विल कंटिन्यू रीडिंग इट कंप्लीटली वंस आई एम डन विद द टॉपिक. ठीक है, उसके बाद एक क्या हुआ था. यू नीड टू आइडेंटिफाई व्हाट आर दोज थिंग्स दैट इंटरप्ट यू. अगर तुम्हें कोई भी थॉट इंटरप्ट करता है, यू लाइक इसके बारे में बाद में सोचूंगी, अभी मुझे पढ़ना है. दैट्स हाउ यू ब्रिंग अ फोकस बैक. I started studying, I was 17, right? And it's been 10 years that I've been studying. And it's been a journey, okay? Like, I'm not saying कि मैं हमेशा से इतनी focused थी. It's always been a journey and that's how you learn, right? So happy that I'm able to talk about this so freely, It's not like I need to make up a lot of things or whatever. Like, I think I'm so honest with whatever that I'm saying because I do this every day. Coming back to the focus thing, I know that one thing changing about your whole life is that practicing the pause. And I cannot skip talking about the Sakshi method, about staying in the moment, staying in the present, so much in the present and staying so chill. Staying so chill, staying so much in the present, practicing the pause always. So if this one particular thing changes your entire life, your mindset, you start living, you're not existing, you're aiming to become the best version of yourself. And at the same time, you're enjoying your life wholly and completely. And I think this is what the Sakshi method is all about. And उसके अंदर ही छोटा सा focus वाला चीज आता है and it becomes so easier. If you are practicing the Sakshi method, this focus thing never actually break your momentum, becomes so easier. Even if you break your momentum, you're coming back to it exactly there. So if you practice that, this thing will become very easier. So I'm going to share a link of this particular video and I'm pretty sure that this is going to help you big time with every aspect in your life. And because this has changed my life and it's always based on a book that I'm going to talk about in this video and which is absolutely my favorite book. So I want you guys to practice all the rules that I said for the next 30 days, okay? And I'm pretty sure that you'll find a major difference in finishing a task faster. The fact that we keep stopping ourselves. This is also sometimes, I used to hate myself for this. That you're a human being, come on, use your brain to its maximum capacity. We have so much potential that we don't even know. We need to stop stopping ourselves. We should be lucky that we're human beings. We're just यू नो लाइक कभी कभी ऐसा लगता है कि यार मैं अपना ब्रेन का वी आर नॉट यूजिंग एनी मोर, यू नो. सो आई कम बैक आफ्टर 7 days to keep a check on you guys. Like I'll ask you guys if you guys are doing it or not. Okay, I really want you guys to become the best version of yourself, and let's do it together. We are in it to win it, and see you guys in the next video. Take care.